What's going on, everybody? Overly Critical Critic back with another video, and today's discussion is very true to my journalism heart. We're going to be talking about fake news. And in the recent months, I would say fake news has been a pretty prominent topic. I think that it's good to address fake news, but I think a lot of people are not really understanding what fake news is, and more so associating fake news with news that they either A, don't disagree with, or B, just don't really care about, or are negative to their views personally, i.e. Donald Trump. And I think he is the biggest perpetrator of this whole fake news phenomenon going on. And I think it's pretty much time to set the record straight. You've probably seen a lot of videos in the past, but this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about why I think fake news is a problem and why I think Donald Trump has really, has really yet to really do anything about fake news. So one, I think fake news is a problem because it's really making the papers that really do a lot of good work and have done good work for years on end. It's really putting on a damper on their coverage. I can understand that maybe some of the more left-wing publications like the Times and the Post don't really get the most conservative views, but if you're gauging a lot of your news on what you see on Facebook, I think you can understand why that's not going to be. The Times, just like every other institution, needs to make money in some way, and the posts that they put on Facebook or that they really publicize, less so than maybe, or more so maybe than what is in their paper, is really what's gaining them clicks to their website and ultimately gaining them revenue. If you really want to get more of a well-rounded view, I think you have to dive deeper into the paper. I think a lot of people can understand that. But I think what a lot of people don't understand is that there is a lot of fake news out there. It's just not coming from the sources that you think there are. If you go on the news on Google and you dig a little bit, you can see like some TMZ-esque headlines. And, to TMZ's credit, like they do get some, they get more things right. It's just these, in the age of the internet, there are a lot of things that can pop up. And I think it's important to differentiate what's real and what's fake, and you need to have a little bit of trust in those that fact check, regardless of who's fact checking, and kind of trust their word for it. I can understand there's some skepticism. Maybe some of these news outlets haven't covered past events like they should have. I'm not defending that in any way. But that's not fake news. That's just you not agreeing what they did in the past, and now you're hitting them where it hurts now with these false connotations of fake news. Which brings me to my next point, is that Donald Trump berates the press for being fake time and time again, but he has yet to prove anything. And I'm not talking about maybe a misinformed, poll, or like an article here and there that maybe misquotes him a little bit. I'm talking about a serious systemic issue that's happening, 5, 10, 15, 20 articles in a row, months on end. They just continue to, get him wrong. I want him to prove it. If he can prove it, I think that'll be a genuinely good point. If he can't prove it, then he's just blowing smoke all the time. He blasts the media time and time again for being fake news, for misrepresenting him, for misrepresenting the issues at hand, the points, the wiretapping, the Russian claims, the Hillary Clinton, question scandal, whatever it may be. Time and time again, he's hitting them. It's fake news. It's fake news. The failing press. Blah, blah, blah. Prove it. Show it. If you can't prove it, then what are you really doing? And a lot of his followers, I think, from what I've seen, they just kind of take the word on it, but there's no sense of, of facts in it. And I don't like, we're going to go on a mini rant right now. Alternative facts don't exist. They never will exist. A fact is a fact, and that's just the bottom line. If you think that an alternative fact is an equal fact to the original fact, you are completely out of your mind. That doesn't even make any sense. It's like saying that, cows are white and black, and an alternative fact is that they're blue. If you've ever seen a blue cow, I want you to post a picture down there I want it to be real. If you seen a blue cow, a green cow, because that's an alternative fact, post it down there. There's no such thing as that. It's completely, he's completely out of his mind. But yeah, time and time again, he continues to berate the press. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be a long 4 years. He continues to berate the press, whatever it may be. You need to prove it. You need to show your supporters, and you need to show the press, the administration, Democrats, whoever it may be. Show them that it's fake news time and time again. Not just one report. Because one report, that doesn't mean jack shit. It doesn't. Fact of the matter, he could say it's fake news. Okay, you know what? For that one report, maybe it was a little misinformed. Maybe there is, there were some errors in it. That's fine. That shit happens. It does. But if you can't prove that, systemically, these institutions are continuing to push fake news towards you and your administration, then you're not really doing anything. You're making these false claims to really just kind of take down an institution that you don't agree with because they're really pressing you on your presidency, and that's kind of part of the job, maybe they haven't done that more in the Obama administration, but time and time again they do press a lot of issues, and I think that's really throwing the water. If you continue to read the news and not just like once in a while when you see a headline that regards something that interests you, if you continually read the news, you will see that they press there are a lot of papers out there, and you can get your news from a lot of places. You don't have to get it from those online sites that maybe are a little bit sketchy and kind of push an agenda that you agree with that really aren't based on facts, they're more based on opinions. Do a little bit of research. If you're more conservative, there's the Wall Street Journal, there's the Chicago Tribune, those are more, conservative as papers. And maybe if you're a little bit more liberal, you could read the Times, the Post, the LA Times, Boston Globe, whatever it may be. But I would just be a little weary of sites that, that just seem a little too good to be true, and their headlines are just a little too engaging. But that's all I have to say today. If you guys like the video, leave it a like. Please add to the discussion down in the description. I'll definitely be I'll definitely be responding to the comments. I really appreciate them. I really like the feedback. I'm sorry about that light up there. It's really annoying. I just kind of woke up. I don't know what I really want to do. I record everything on my phone. I have a webcam. I'm looking to get a little bit of software for that, so maybe I can do more videos on my webcam. But until then, I will catch you guys tomorrow for another video, and peace.